Hello student, welcome to the class of high polymer chemistry. I am Archana Misra. Now today's topic of discussion is concept of functionality that comes under the section 1.1. Now first we will discuss about the definition of functionality. Actually, the functionality may be defined as the ability to form primary valence bonds. The primary valence bonds are covalent bond that is formed between two atoms by the overlap of half-filled valence atomic orbitals of each atom containing one unpaired electron. Or functionality is also defined as the number of positions in a molecule that are normally available for the reaction under the specific conditions of the experiment. That's why the functionality is depend upon the conditions like temperature, pressure, and so many parameters are also present there. Functionality of a monomer is also defined as the average number of reactive functional groups present per monomer molecule and is represented by the symbol F. For examples, if there are two monomers, one is carboxylic acid and another is alcohol that taking part in the reaction, then F equal to 2 by 2, that equals to 1. Since here number of monomer is 2 and number of functional group is also 2, because the carboxylic acid contains one functional group whereas alcohol is also contain one functional group, so total number of functional group that taking part in the reaction is 2. That's why the functionality is 2 by 2 equals to 1. If there is a dicarboxylic acid and one alcohol, then functionality is equals to 3 by 2, that is 1.5. Here the dicarboxylic acids have two functional group whereas the alcohol has only one functional group. So total number of functional group that are taking place in the reaction is 3. But the monomers are 2. So the functionality is 3 by 2 equals to 1.5. So the functionality is defined as the number of reactive functional groups upon the total number of monomers. Now we will also explain the functionality, how it is depend and what parameters or what factors affect the functionality of the monomers. Now the number of functional groups and the kind of functional group present in any set of reactants have a simple and fundamental relation to the types of product obtainable from the reaction and if polymerization to occur. So certain functionality parameters requirement must be met. So we will see how functionality varies. In first case, when functionality is equals to 1. So when functionality is equals to 1, any molecule having functionality is 1 is termed as monofunctional, and in such cases polymerization cannot be expected at all. For example, in the esterification of monobasic acid with a monohydric alcohol, each molecule has only unit functionality and the interaction of the two such molecules produces an ester. So molecules no longer containing reactive functional group. The reaction cannot proceed further. In the following reaction, the acid contain one functional group and alcohol also contain one functional group, and the final product that contains no reactive sites, so its functionality is equal to 0. So the further reaction cannot be proceed in this condition. If instead of above, if we take a dibasic acid that is esterified with two equivalent of monohydric alcohol. The two carboxylic group of the acid molecule react with hydroxylic group of the alcohol molecule, and now the product is again a neutral ester that containing no reactive functional group. So reaction will not proceed. That will shown by the following examples. In first, the functionality is 2, and in second and third the functionality is 1 and 1, but the final product have functionality equals to 0 because there is no reactive site present in the product. Due to this, no further reaction is possible in this reaction. And in second case, the in first the acid contains two functional group, whereas alcohol also contains two functional group. So the final product have also functionality of 2. So there is a possibility of the polymerization reaction. So there are two possibilities. First, when functionality is equal to this is first case, and second when the functionality is equal to 0. In first case we will get a linear polymer, and in second case when functionality is 2, no further reaction takes place. And now in second case, when functionality is greater than or equal to 2, a molecule is termed as a bi or polyfunctional if it contains two or more than two respectively reactive or functional groups. So there are the scientists, Carothers, that were first to emphasize the fact that a molecule must be bi or polyfunctional in order to be able to take part in polymerization reaction. Since two or more of the chemically active groups are located on each molecule. Now the reaction continues in 2 or 3 directions, and linear or 3-dimensional molecules are formed. If the functionality is equals to 2, we will get a linear polymer, whereas if the functionality is greater than 2, we will get a 3-dimensional molecule. And now when functionality is equals to 2, then mostly linear polymers are formed. And if functionality is more than 2, branched as well as cross-linked and 3-dimensional polymers are formed, but there is some few exceptions. So the linear polymers are fusible and soluble, whereas cross-linked polymers are infusible and insoluble. Now we will discuss here the functionality in a polycondensation reaction. Actually, we will see what happens in polycondensation reaction. In a polycondensation where all the reactants has a functionality greater than 2 and a cross-linked molecule is formed. For example, in the esterification of a dibasic acid with glycerol. Each glycerol molecule may be considered in the early stages of reaction as having an actual functionality of 2 for its primary hydroxyl groups. So are more readily esterified than its secondary hydroxyl group. Actually, this terminology refers to alkyl substitution of the carbon atom bearing the hydroxyl group, that is illustrated by the blue color. So we are showing here primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. In first 2-butanol, the OH is added at second position, so it is called secondary alcohol. And in second 2-methyl 1-propanol, the hydro OH group is attached in first position, so it is called primary alcohol. Whereas in third 2-methyl 2-propanol, the OH is attached in second position of carbon, so it is called a tertiary alcohol.